Stop and search powers have been described as both a vital tool in the fight against crime and a waste of police time. But a public consultation is underway at the moment in England and Wales to make sure that they are being used fairly.
Around 1 million stops are made every year, but fewer than 1 in 10 leads to an arrest. With the consultation due to end this month, Breakfast's Jenny Hill went out on patrol to see what the procedure's like for both police and people on the street.
Birmingham city centre. PC's Walker and Aftab patrol an area notorious for vehicle crime. So when they find this man behaving suspiciously in a car park, it's an immediate stop and search. It looks, and it is, intrusive.
I've got phone and keys. Right.
For both parties.
You need to be aware of any possible weapons, or you don't know the person, you don't know whether they're violent, have any weapons on them, needles, whether they're contagious with any particular diseases, so you just have to be mindful.
It looks as though there won't be an arrest in this case, and that's not uncommon. Last year in England and Wales, police stopped and searched well over 1 million people. Just 9% of those searches, though, led to an arrest. To stop and search someone, police must have reasonable grounds to suspect they're carrying a weapon, drugs or stolen property.
It's a vague description, being 6'3".
Across the city, 2 other officers look for a man who's threatened someone with a knife.
It would be fairly impossible to arrest anybody on suspicion with such a vague description that we've been given. The stop and search powers come in really useful just to be able to eliminate completely innocent people.
But they're controversial.
This tells you what your rights are.
Because if you're black, you're 7 times more likely to be stopped and searched than a white person.
Do you have to give your name?
No, you don't have to give your name.
Your address?
No.
Your date of birth?
No, you don't.
It's happened to Ken more than 100 times.
That's no way to police a community, because what it does is it makes us think that we're the usual suspect. This is where it goes wrong. And we need to encourage more people from the black and ethnic community to come and join the police force.
Join them? The people we met here barely trust them.
The class most of the black youth and that, because as criminals in it, we don't, it's like not a lot going on in it for us around here.
I'm even afraid of going for a jog. Fear that they might see me jogging and think I'm running.
Okay.
Yeah, for some reason, and stop me. So I just walk.
For these officers, though, stop and search is all about respect, both for procedure and person. The man here is suspected of theft, but they find nothing. After 10 minutes, he's given a written record of the search, and he's free to go. Jenny Hill, BBC News, Birmingham.
Well, watching that with us is Aaron Sonson. He was stopped and searched a number of times when he was younger. Now he's developed a phone app which allows people who are stopped to monitor and record their experience. Morning, Aaron.
Morning. Good morning.
So how many times were you stopped and searched when you were younger?
About 10 times over the years. I found it happened more when I was, more of like about the 20, 21 age and younger, like when I used to wear like more hoodies and tracksuits and baseball caps and things like that.
What were the reasons given?
A lot of the time it was that I looked like someone who'd committed a crime.
Is that what police said to you?
Yeah, you fit the description of someone who's just carried out a robbery around the corner or, things of that nature.
Well, the police officer interviewed in Jenny Hill's report that says that often the aim is to eliminate innocent people. Do you accept that or not?
Yes, I do accept that. Stop and searches were brought in to replace the need for arrest. But then at the same time, where it's like the reasonable suspicion has gone absolutely lower now, where you could just arrest someone straight away, where the stop and search has basically replaced that power. It's like where it would take a lot more to arrest someone than to stop and search them. So before it would take a lot more reasonable suspicion, to arrest that person, where it's so easy to stop and search someone now, it's so easy to abuse that power.
Do you think it is a useful tool? I mean, having experienced it 10 times yourself, do you think it's overused?
Yeah, I do think it's overused. I think even the Met think it's overused, and the Home Office. This is why this whole thing is going on at the moment, and why they're cutting back the stop and search numbers so much. And, in a lot of places where they're cutting them back, it's having no effect on crime at all. So it's showing you that it's being overused.
Haven't you got to have some kind of procedure, though, to deal with a crime that has literally been committed around the corner, and you think that maybe somebody involved is standing in front of the police officer?
Yeah, you've got to have a procedure, but it's got to be fair, because if you are, you know, stopping and searching these people and treating them with disrespect, or you're not giving them a valid reason for them being stopped and searched, then that's going to have a negative impact on the community.
It's the practice more than the procedure that's the problem, do you think?
Yes, but it's the way the procedure's carried out as well. As I say, the whole thing around reasonable suspicion is such a grey area that it's so easy to be misinterpreted, basically.
You've got an app, haven't you, that you encourage people who are stopped and searched to upload their experiences.
Yeah, we encourage everyone to download it, even yourselves.
Well, it's an interesting point.
So far?
Over 4,000.
Okay.
Over 4,000. So the app is basically all about empowering the community to know their rights when they get stopped and searched. So just to basically bring more clarity to the procedure and let them know when the officer is carrying out the procedure correctly. And then it allows them to upload their experience. So that's how they felt they were treated, where it happened, and the ID number of the officer. So it's just to raise the accountability level and get officers thinking more about, you know, think twice before you stop and search someone. Like, have not concrete evidence, but reasonable suspicion, real reasonable
Well, good to talk to you, Aaron. Thanks very much indeed.
Thank you.
Aaron Sonson.
20 minutes past 7, time to get the news, travel and weather where you are.
See you in a moment.